All right, I guess we return back from executive session. Now we're on to resignation, retire, leave absences. Do we have a motion to accept the resignation of Lynn Frazier, Western Brown Assistant Varsity Volleyball Coach? All right, I guess we return.
Scott Moore,
Yes.
Jim Patrick,
Yes.
Lynette Garrett,
Yes.
Joanne Hildebrand,
Yes.
Brian Rhodes.
Yes. All right, under employment, do we have a motion to employ Renee Green for West program?
So moved. Second.
Jim Patrick,
Yes.
Lynette Garrett,
Yes.
Joanne Hildebrand,
Yes.
Brian Rhodes.
Yes.
Scott Moore.
Yes. And do we have a motion for B and C to employ Emily Jeffers and Shannon Mullins, $25 an hour for each of them for meetings and documentation for ODE line?
Lynette Garrett,
Yes.
Joanne Hildebrand,
Yes.
Brian Rhodes.
Yes.
Scott Moore,
Yes.
Jim Patrick.
And we need a motion to employ Caitlin Huseman and Colleen Gaffney, Western Brown High School co-assistant volleyball coaches for the varsity.
So moved. Second.
Joanne Hildebrand,
Yes.
Brian Rhodes.
Yes.
Scott Moore,
Yes.
Jim Patrick.
Yes.
Lynette Garrett.
Okay. As we move on to new business, we have a new reopen plan. Reagan, would you like to discuss?
Yeah, Western Brown, reopening plan for fall, 2020.
Our administrative staff has been working together.
There's 3 options in this plan and then additional information. If the board okays this plan, we're going to release this to the community for the next week or 2. And also there are going to be questionnaires sent out to parents asking which option that they would want to consider for the fall. Just as an introduction, all the Brown County schools, all the schools in Brown County and the Brown County Health Department have collaboratively compiled a list of general principles that will guide each school as they move forward, reopening throughout Brown County. And all the schools have the basic general plan, with each school having a more specific plan at the district level, which this is the specific plan we have here. Each school district will implement recommended safety protocols to the highest degree. Each school district will work closely with Brown County Health Department to promote safety in each school building. Each school district will be transparent with all stakeholders that some level of risk will always be present with children and school district employees occupying school district facilities. School districts recognize the need for consistency in areas of operations while reorganizing. School districts are planning to maintain their previously approved school calendars, which we are going to also look at a slight change in our school calendar. We're changing the first day for students by a couple of days. As far as the general policy goes, Western Brown students and face covering policy or mask, that will be highly recommended for students to wear those, but it's not mandated for students to wear masks. On school employees will be wearing masks, and there are some different standards in there in the plan based on that. Also, there's an option for face shields in certain situations where face shields can be worn. There's transportation considerations in this about transportation and seating arrangements and adhering to strict seating charts and pick up and drop off points so that we can limit exposure. There's breakfast and lunch considerations. There's also other school options that will be available. The first option will be option 1, school-based learning, students at school and buildings daily with safety precautions in place. There are expectations for parents and caregivers. There are expectations for students. And there are also staff expectations within that. Also under option 1, returning to school, there are precautions that are in place for hallways, lockers, and common areas that have been put in place. Also in option 1, students at school, there are considerations for drop-off and pickup of visitors to the building. Transportation, there's also student, parent, and driver expectations and administrative expectations for people in transportation. And then also meetings and conferences that have to take place with school personnel and visitors from the outside. Expectations there. Health service, there's health service for our school nurses, students and parents as well. Those things are being taken in place. Also for things like restrooms, use of restrooms, there are expectations for that, as well as lunches and cafeteria. There's daily protocols for safety of remote learning practices. Option 2 is blended learning. That would be students at home daily with online learning supported by a qualified teacher. At this time, this option will only be offered during the current pandemic and limited to K-4 students. K-4 students will be working through a digital curriculum at home with guidance and additional instructional support, activities from a qualified teacher. And option 2 requires a 1-year commitment. People that decide to do option 2 are going to need to stay with that option and just go back and forth all the time.
Is that FLBLA, is that Florida BLA?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I looked it up and it didn't show FLBLA, it just said FLBS, still BLBS or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Option 3, students at home daily enrolled in an online individualized learning program. And that will be students that are working under our current program, the VLA program.
School PLP.
Well, school PLP, we changed the name of that. But school PLP, which is the current program that's been in use for past several years here at Western Brown. So that will be another option for people. And then additional information, there's some additional information in the back about how student illnesses will be handled, how if someone's diagnosed with COVID-19, how the school will respond to that, how they work with the health department on that. Also, if there's any notification of any employees being diagnosed as positive COVID-19. And then finally, there's some recess considerations, and there are links to the Brown County Board of Health and to Ohio's reopening guidelines. All these guidelines have been set not only with consideration of other schools in the county, but also within all the guidelines that's been sent out from Columbus, from the governor's office at this point. We do understand that this has been an evolving and very fluid, ever-changing environment. This plan could change based on new information or something change circumstances, but at this time, these are the options that we would like to have offered to the students, parents, students, community, learning options for August.
Is there any other discussion?
did you say the date for the students will be changed?
Yeah, we're looking at changing the date from the 19th, it was originally the 19th, I believe.
Do you have a calendar?
And we're looking at changing that to Monday, August 24th. And the rationale behind that is, that gives that whole week of the 18th for the 21st, for, staff development. And, you know, based on the situation in the spring where we had to go to remote learning, if we would have to return to that, or if there are, you know, new things like the Google platforms where we need to get all of the staff up to date, that gives us a whole week to have in service, rather than just 2 days. which is what we had earlier.
All right, if there's not any further discussion, do we have a motion to accept the reopening plan?
So moved.
Brian Root,
Yes.
Scott Moore,
Yes.
Jen Patrick,
Yes.
Lynette Garrett, Joanne Hildebrand.
Yes.
All right, do we have an amendment, or a motion to amend the 2020 class calendar to move the first day of school for students to August 24th?
So moved. Second.
Scott Moore,
Yes.
Jen Patrick,
Yes.
Lynette Garrett,
Yes.
Joanne Hildebrand,
Yes.
Brian Root.
Yes. And we need a motion to approve the transportation department handbook for 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Jen Patrick,
Yes.
Lynette Garrett,
Yes.
Joanne Hildebrand,
Yes.
Brian Root.
Yes.
Scott Moore.
Yes. And we need a motion to approve the St. Louis transportation agreement for 2021.
So moved.
Lynette Garrett,
Yes.
Joanne Hildebrand,
Yes.
Brian Root.
Yes.
Scott Moore,
Yes.
Jen Patrick.
Do we have a motion to approve the fiscal year 21 certificate total amounts from all sources of revenue?
So moved.
Joanne Hildebrand,
Yes.
Brian Root.
Yes.
Scott Moore,
Yes.
Jen Patrick,
Yes.
Lynette Garrett.
And we need a motion to approve this fiscal year 21 amended certificate.
So moved.
Brian Root. Yes. Scott Moore,
Yes.
Jen Patrick.
Yes.
Lynette Garrett.
Yes.
Joanne Hildebrand.
Yes.
And do we have a motion to approve the return advance?
So moved.
Scott Moore,
Yes.
Jen Patrick,
Yes.
Lynette Garrett.
Yes.
Joanne Hildebrand.
Yes.
Brian Root.
And is there any further new business? All right, we have a motion to adjourn.
The date.
Thank you, next month.
Be August 17th, to the third. Okay, you want to move it up?